Morning guys, so I'm at the Sepang International Circuit and today I have 4 of these pretty ladies to play with. 2 V8 Vantages and 2 DB11s. One is the V12, one is the V8. So I've just got here, it's early in the morning, I'm still a little sleepy. I'm really hoping for the adrenaline to pump me up a little. We're gonna go for a little breakfast and then the driver briefing on safety and how to not misbehave and stuff like that. So just had our breakfast, completed our driver's briefing. The first group of drivers have already gone out with their instructors in the 4 different cars that I mentioned earlier. This is actually a very private, very exclusive event meant for Aston Martin owners and maybe even potential owners. So while these guys are out and I'm waiting for my turn, let me let you in on what it's like to be an Aston Martin owner. Not only is there top-notch hospitality, quality food, an abundance of them, there's even massage services. Check that out in the background. So that's the DB11 right there. As you can tell, the lines are just so much more aggressive now. It's so different. Apart from the silhouette, the rest of the details on the car is so different compared to its predecessor, the DB9. At the moment, it's just so much more aggressive, so much more swoops and curves. But the one thing you realize though is the shape of this grille that they have always maintained. It's a signature of the Aston Martin. Such a gorgeous car. Right, so I'm in the DB11 now. I'm Eugene, obviously. Instructor is also called Eugene. What are the odds? So he's gonna show me what it's like driving this car around the track, give me a few pointers, and then after this first lap, we're gonna switch places, and then it's gonna be my turn to frighten the shit out of him.
Right.
Okay.
After you turn in, you will find your apex down here. Right. And then the next standing cone will be the exit.
Nice.
Braking, they're going to be a little bit earlier than what you're used to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's actually a fair amount of lean, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is a luxury cruiser. It's a GT basically. Right. It's not but for a GT, it handles really well on the track.
Yep.
So it's a everyday car you can track.
Yep.
Whereas the Vantage is a track car you can drive every day.
Right. Fair enough. What's the suspension setting like at the moment?
Right now it's on track mode.
It's on track mode, okay.
But it's still a heavy car.
Okay.
Okay, it's still got a lot of control. I'm not really struggling,
Right.
Driving very easy.
One-hander. He's definitely not going to allow me to do that later. Not that I'm capable of, actually.
Don't scare me.
As the instructor mentioned earlier as well, we're not going to switch off the traction control. We're not even going to put on track mode. ESP is full on. So, right, my turn. Right, so officially the second time in an Aston Martin on Sepang. And if you can remember, this is if you can remember my previous Aston Martin video. Oh my god, it's this is a completely different car from what I drove. So much more refined, so much more civil, but still gonna be hell of an exhilarating ride.
Okay, we're clear. Go ahead.
Oh my god! Sound of that V12, man, it's intoxicating. Oh, the brakes don't actually bite as hard as I thought. It's actually very gentle, very progressive. You feel the car leaning quite a fair bit, but it's just so assuring, man.
Okay, so let's put you in. Let's change the adaptive suspension to sport and the drivetrain to sport as well. Cool. Go ahead, I'll give you a couple of tips.
So on the back straight now, unleash the full 600 horsepower, more than 700 Newton meters of torque. Going full throttle now. wipe that silly grin off my face. Just so much fun.
Second gear corner. Okay, you're turning in a little bit early, so you're cutting the track in half.
Right.
Right. Get this apex. Now let the car out slowly to the left.
Okay.
A little bit early. Alright, that's fine. Okay, tap the brakes and turn in. So you tend to turn in a little bit early.
Yeah.
Be a little more patient. Over to the right. Okay. Now brake slightly and turn it out. Now. Yep. Power on. Go for that cone over there. Okay, hug this curve. And let the car gradually drift over to the left. Yep. Brake a little bit and turn in.
I really enjoy these sessions, but
Go over to the right.
makes you feel a little shit sometimes. How bad a driver you are. I am, sorry.
Go to the middle and try to get that apex. Go for that apex. Yep. Okay, power. Aim the car towards the end of the road. There you go. Keep to the right, keep to the right, keep to the right. Yep, that's good, much better.
I really pity people like him, man, having to sit next to a novice like me,
Brake.
feeling frightened all the time.
That's much better. Keep over the left.
Oh, keep
left.
more, okay.
This is a touring car.
Yep.
You drive on the track.
Yeah,
You know, you're still going bloody fast.
definitely.
Yeah. Not very, you know, it's very competent.
Yeah.
Not dramatic at all.
Yeah. But it still reminds you though that it's a rear-wheel drive car, like, you know, don't try to be funny with it. It was a real pleasure, Eugene.
I'll be seeing you later, next car.
Definitely. I apologize for all my shortcomings and incompetencies. So that's the car I'm going to be driving next, the all-new Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Well, obviously after these two guys are done. So just let me tell you a few things about this car. Design is based on the Vulcan, and in terms of the engineering part of it, it's based on the DB11, loosely based on it. In terms of the platform, the aluminium bonded chassis, but I was told something like 70% of the car is unique on its own, meaning to say that it does not share these components with other cars. It's the first Aston Martin to come with an electronically controlled differential with torque vectoring, and this is the replacement for the previous car that has been in production for 10 years. Now, I haven't driven the previous car, but I'm really looking forward to this. Straight away, man, you can tell the difference.
Yeah, very different car.
The soundtrack itself, man. The background music, you can hear the car, the engine, the exhaust. Lighter than the DB11.
Yep.
With the engine being so loud, you can tell, man, from your throttle inputs how inconsistent it is. And this is supposed to be the baby Aston. Come on! So for those of y'all who have not realized, this actually shares the same engine as the GTS. And there's been a lot of talk about how this car sounds very similar to the GTS, but having driven both cars now, I can honestly tell you that, man, you really gotta try it out to know. Definitely it doesn't have the blistering pace compared to the DB11, but man, that journey getting up there. Every time I come on this track, man, it makes me realize how much more I have to go, how much more I have to learn.
Yeah, it's a really good track.
The more you drive, man, the more it points out your flaws.
Yes.
So I've just come out of the V8 Vantage, and almost instantly in the first corner you can tell the difference in characteristics between the V8 Vantage and the V12 DB11. I think partly due to the weight difference. I think the V8 Vantage is about 300 kilograms lighter. The braking performance, the turn-in, the steering feel, everything is just so much more tighter. The car feels just much more agile. I mean, both cars are front mid-engine, so the engines are pushed really far back. But with the V8 Vantage, you can tell though, there's just so much more balance. It's just so much more compact. And honestly, between the V12 and the V8, I just enjoy the V8 so much more. With the V12, there's just so much pace, there's so much power, so much speed. So much so you're really just like focusing on the road ahead. But with the V8, you know, you enjoy the experience, you enjoy the rev, the speed. It's fast, but you get to enjoy the ride, the entire journey. It's just such a wonderful car to be in. Personally, I'll take the V8 any day. Like, looks wise, performance wise, yeah, it's definitely not as quick as the V12 DB11, but man, with those looks, those balanced proportions, that V8 soundtrack, it's a winner for me. Any day, any day. Now, I'm gonna go get the massage I showed you earlier, go get some food, and thanks for watching.